Hey everybody, it's Ryan. We are going to be changing the oil in the 4020. So right now the 4020 has lighter oil in it, and you don't want light oil in the tractors over the summer because as the temperatures increase, the oil will get very thin and it won't work very well. So we're going to drop it out and put thicker oil in it, and then we can start, and then the 4020 will be ready for summer work. So we're going to drop the oil out of it right now, and then we're going to come back in the morning and we're going to fill it back up. All right, so it's the next day. It's freaking cold and rainy as heck. Now, we got the oil all drained out of the 4020, and this morning we saw that it was still leaking, still draining this morning, but we're gonna plug her up now, and we're gonna change the oil filter and change the fuel filter, like Travis just brought me. So, where the heck is that? There we go. Let's screw this back in. Yeah, you can see it's still dripping. Can't. You really don't want this to fall out. All right, now these are 9/16. The oil filter sits horizontally like this, and when we take this off, we just pull it right out. All right, so to put the oil filter back on, just set it on just like that. You don't have to screw it on, just making sure that there isn't a tag or anything on it. This is labeled which side's the top. Just slide it back on it. So that's good to go. Now we're going to change out the fuel filter. All right, so here's the old fuel filter. First thing you do, make sure you got the right number. So this one's good to go. Take it out of the box. Now to get these off, you press on the top of this hinge here, and you lift up. Now watch this very carefully as you remove it, because if you're not careful, you'll dump fuel all over the side of the tractor, which may be inevitable. So there we go. All right, so here's our new one. Make sure that she's oriented correctly. Set her back on. Hook the bottom. There we got our new fuel filter on, but we aren't done. Now what we've got to do is we've got to loosen this right here, and we're going to be filling up the fuel filter to remove all of the air. So what you got to do is you got to loosen this, and then there's a handy dandy little hand pump right here that you fiddle with, and it pushes fuel into the filter, fills it up, and it pushes the air out of this right here. So I'm going to loosen it. Okay, obviously that's good to go. So every time I pump this, you're going to see air come out of the fuel filter. The little bleeder that I opened. I can hear the air wisping out past it. We're going to do this until fuel starts pouring out all over the side of the tractor. All right, I think we're good. I'm gonna give it one more pump just for good measure. There we go. Now, you want to be careful tightening this back up, because a bad experience that I had, whether it was last spring or the spring before, was that I really didn't even tighten it all that much, but it was so old that I was doing this and it snapped right off. And it's actually pretty easy to get it back out, but you never want to over tighten this because it does snap right off if you're not careful. So that's just a little tight, not anything super ultra tight. So now the 4020 is good to go. We got actually no, it's not good to go. We still got to fill it up with oil, but the filters are all changed and everything. So once we fill it up, we'll start it up and then it should be good. So this is SAE 30 motor oil that we're putting in the tractors for the summer. Now this should take about 3 gallons. Like Dad said, the older 4020s that we had took 2 gallons because they had a smaller engine. This 4020 is one of the later ones, and it has a larger engine. Now, before you put in your last gallon, you always want to check the oil level to make sure that no acts of magic have taken place. So we're sitting right about there. We need to be up here. We're sitting pretty good. One more. And check the oil level. And we are sitting perfectly. It's right about there. So this thing should be good to go. All right, let's start her up. Just a little cold today. I ran her a little bit just to make sure that everything's gone through it, that any remaining air that may have been in the fuel filter has been pushed out, and it is ready to go for this spring. So I think Travis is going to be doing the 7600, and then after that we should be pretty well ready to go tractor wise for field work. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys. Be sure to check out all of our other ones. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, all how farms work, and we'll see you next time.